Now then, people, welcome back to ALTV. It's matchday content time. It is, of course, time for the post-match phone-in show where our Don-level members can join us and give their thoughts on the penultimate game of the season, the record-breaking away win for a newly promoted side. Quite the result. I didn't enjoy the game from a personal standpoint, just my opinion. But look, it was 3 points in the bag and another win. And how poor must Southampton be if we just did what we did to them and we were pretty poor? Some people might not agree. I guess we'll get the lads' thoughts as well and get their thoughts on it. We've seen from Chris in the chat and at the start. We heard from myself and Oscar during the game. So let's go to Philip Miles first of all. What's your initial thoughts, Stu?
I'd prefer to be called Phil.
Okay, Phil.
That's my initial thoughts. Yeah, it wasn't the nicest game to watch, was it? Let's be honest. It was. I do think we got better second half. Couldn't have got much worse because the first half was garbage. There's only maybe two players for me that came out of that first half not stinking. So it got better. I think 3-0 perhaps maybe even flatters us, to be honest. I thought if it would have finished 1-0, I would have said, yeah, maybe nicked it on the balance of play, fair result. I do think Bamford, it's a penalty. It's a shame that he doesn't go down. It's a shame that he has to go down to get a penalty for that. But I think 3 points, we can all sit here very happy, and we have got 2 more points than Sheffield United did last season with a game to spare. We need a point against West Brom in our last game of the season to be the best newly promoted side in Premier League history. Are
you sure about that?
We're 57 points.
Are you sure about that?
You what?
Are you sure about that, Phil?
It's 57 points we need.
Go check your stats, mate. Go check your stats.
What about it? Maybe Ipswich, Newcastle, Nottingham Forest?
What did they get?
70,
more than 57 points.
Really?
Yeah.
It turns out we're actually one of the worst.
Well, I thought it was a real stat, so I've been recycling it week in, week out. But
oh, you've handed that one off pretty quickly.
Not very well either.
Mate, I'm not the only person recycling that stat. Sky, BBC, everyone's been saying it, so it can't just be me.
I don't know, mate.
I've not seen Sky or I've only
seen Sky say that much.
The only place I've seen that stat is all Leeds TV.
Claiming it's fine. I'm still sticking.
I might have heard it on Lad to Leeds podcast as well from the Scat Man. So I think we
as far as I'm aware, it's a proper thing. I'm going to keep it until it's proven otherwise.
It has been proved otherwise.
Proven, mate. Yeah.
Because
it's
the Prem, not the older. Yes, but the Prem started in 91, 92, and all the 3 teams that we mentioned were after 91, 92. Kieran,
so it's even worse.
So they're Prem.
Oh, Ben's throwing a bit of a.
I know. I've just seen this. I don't think you did, Ben.
No, actually, on Just Joe, we dispelled the myth, me and Joe, because I sat and Googled it while we were watching a game.
Yeah. But my memory's so bad that I forgot about that. And then it was just, And
I'm not going to lie, Phil, you've said it a few times, and I've sat there and gone, I don't think that's right, but I'm going to leave him out there.
Oh, dearie me.
Listen, it's right though, Phil. You make a great point. Imagine if that third had gone in from Rafinha. You're sitting scratching your head thinking, how have we won that game 3-0?
Mate, I don't know. I would have been happy for a 3-0 because I said 4 last night and immediately took that back when I saw the team sheet. So. The way this podcast has started, I could have really done with a third, to be fair.
Bamford almost scored as well, didn't he?
He's on 16, so I say just don't play him in the last game and I can do that.
Yeah.
Oh, dearie me. Even lads Leeds are questioning this at the minute, Phil.
Mate, don't listen to them, Dad. They're all full of shit.
Have you guys? Have you heard the latest? What's this?
No, I've not.
Oh, look at Dad and Lad. Have you seen this? You've got a guy who's your stat man. And
is it the one with me?
Listen to it, bro.
No, is it me? I've tried to answer it if it's the one where it's me saying it was on this show.
Yeah, it was on this show.
Yeah, and I think I'm saying by a mile, and then I make some weird noise afterwards.
I've had a guess. I think I know what it is.
It was when we played Brighton, wasn't it? Or was it when we played Spurs? It's one.
I'm not going to give away the guess just in case there's any viewers, and I want that. I want that certificate before it ends because
I can tell you. It wasn't
like
Spurs because Phil could hardly get 2 words out after Spurs. So it definitely was
apart from that he hadn't seen the first half.
Yeah, that's true.
No, so I
haven't seen the first half.
Leave me alone, guys. Leave me alone.
Between me and Dad, we've been messaging, and I've had like 5 attempts, and he's just like, "Stop trying now. It's getting embarrassing."
See, so my guess is on tomorrow's show. So. Let's see how it goes down, because I think I've got it.
You should do. You can go back through the channel and try and find out where I actually said Patrick Bamford will score 16 goals as well.
I didn't need to go through the channel. I knew what that was.
Oh, yeah. You just that bit you remember, yeah. Just not.
Do you know what the bad thing is? I just know what it'll be about. I know what it is about.
Mate, I said it and I don't know what it's about.
Yeah. Right, we're going to talk about the game.
Yes, sorry. Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Look, Bielsa.
It's to do with him, innit?
Go on, sorry, Phil.
Is it to do with him? Is that your guess? It's to do with him. I've got it.
Yeah. By a mile.
I know what
that's
it is.
It might be wrong. But anyway, look, it's end of season vibes. That's the kind of vibes that we're giving because that's what it felt like at the start of the game. And enduring as well, I think, for him, half-time, Oscar, for him to bring off Llorente, for him to bring off Calvin, internationals. Apparently, Calvin was limping. I've just seen a tweet from Adam Pope. I hope he's not got an injury because I want him to go to the Euros. I know others don't, but I would love him to pull on that England shirt in the Euros. So maybe it was a forced change. I don't know. But obviously, it does have an end-of-season vibe, doesn't it, Oscar, the game?
Yeah, it did. It did, to be fair. I thought we were better second half. We actually at least created second half. I think McCarthy's made a great save at the end. Missed a couple of good chances. Paddy had that one, obviously, in on goal. He gets taken out, but he probably should still score it anyway. Then that one at a tight angle, it went for the goal with. I thought we were the better team, to be honest. And I think it shows how far... Oh, Phil's disappeared there. It shows how far we've come as a team that we've won 2-0 away from Rome. We've kept a clean sheet with Casilla in net. Kiko Casilla in net. They've got people like Danny Ings on the pitch, and we've kept a clean sheet. We've had to make loads of changes. Obviously, Pascal's come on in CDM, done a good job. I think we've improved second half. Not again. We can do better. I think we'll be a lot better than that against West Brom. I'll say that much. Yeah. But yeah, I think it was all right. It wasn't the most exciting game. It was just a bit of a boring 90 minutes. But I still think we looked the far better team second half, especially. I think that considering we had so many key players out, we didn't really take it that seriously tonight, did we? We've won 2-0. Didn't really look. Their best playmaker today was Casilla on set pieces. He was their best playmaker on the night. He was just, that was their only chances came from Casilla making mistakes. So I'm actually not buzzing, but I'm happy because we're just a really good football team. We're just really good at football. Yeah. Look at the form second half of the season. We've won a game like that tonight, and we're not even totally buzzing. You know what I mean? So
just what we're doing. It's standard.
Yeah,
it's standard. Yeah.
Rodrigo comes on, puts that. Well, not doesn't come on, comes off, but he's played his part again. 3 goals and an assist in 3 games. Yeah. Only one of those games he started. I'm positive. I think we batter West Brom on Sunday, to be honest, and I think we just capped the season off fantastically well. What a season!
Yeah, what a season! What a season! I tweeted out and said I thought it was very poor, and I'm getting a few pelters.
You say very poor though.
Yeah, well, I do. I genuinely think I was going to ask Chris what his thoughts were. I thought the game itself was just pretty drab. Maybe it's just my mindset in watching it and the changes and all that sort of stuff. Yes, it was better second half, but I just, like Joe said, it's a sign of a great team playing bad. and still getting the win and winning
exactly.
comfortably. Like you say, it could have been 3, couldn't it, Chris? And you know,
no, I agree with you, mate. First half, I'm not gonna lie, it was dreadful. At times, we couldn't string 2 passes together. I think there was only really Coops and KP that showed up in the first half. Second half, I agree, was better. I think the last 15, 20 minutes, Southampton looked done, to be fair. And we know we've always got gas in the tank. Good couple of goals as well, although Tyler tried his hardest to miss it, bless him. But I'm so pleased for him that he got a goal. And he deserves that for the last couple of months where he has put in performance and has been really unlucky with some decisions. So good on him. But yeah, we've played better and not won this season. For instance, Arsenal at home. We were a lot better in that game and didn't get a result. So, but it's the sign of a good team. Not play so well, win 2-0 away. We wouldn't have done that early doors Premier League at the beginning of the season. Just shows how much we've grown and how much we've learned on the job this season. There's a lot of positives from it, even though it didn't even feel like end of season to me, mate. It felt like pre-season with Marcelo walking around in a t-shirt.
I thought he was getting the sun specs out at one point.
Yeah, I think honestly, it had a real weird vibe about it, the game. But like you say, we've won the game. We're in 8th, Phil, our highest position we've been this season, 8th in the Premier League. It's been an amazing first season back, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't expect us to stay 8th. I do think maybe Arsenal might go back above us, but I do think we can finish above Everton. They've got 2 hard games left, haven't they? So look, we've all. I mean, I personally have thought we would win the last 3 games. I mean, we made our work of it today. But West Brom next week, he can start Casilla, he can start Berardi, he can start Pablo. I'd still think we're going to win. So 59 points is a fantastic debut season back in the Premier League, regardless of whether it is or it isn't a Premier League record. So it's a fantastic start in it. And if you would have offered us at the start of the season, I said 12th, and I would have been really happy with 12th. If we finish in the top 10, whether it's 10th, 9th, 8th, whatever we finish, unbelievable achievement by the boys. And when you think about what we're going to do over the summer and what we're going to bring in and strengthen in the areas that we are clearly weak in. I mean, we've beaten Southampton with Kiko Casilla in net, for God's sake, today, which is a miracle in itself. So if we can actually get strength in depth, we can get a stronger bench. I mean, we had a very attacking lineup today, but that bench looked very young. If we could have some wise heads on the bench that aren't, because obviously he's going, Berardi, we expect him to go too. If we can have some depth, if we can have some added quality in the first team, to say if hypothetically, if we finish 8th, which is where we are now with a game to go, it must excite even the most pessimistic of Leeds fans as to what could possibly happen here next season.
Yeah.
Sure.
100%. Oscar, just reading, obviously I'm just checking the old Twitter sphere and what's going down. Form over the last 10 games, no team has more points and no team has conceded less than this Leeds United side. This Bielsa burnout is really something to behold, isn't it, mate?
We're getting stronger. Yeah. I think you look at, put it this way. Okay, I'm not going to, the first half I wasn't happy with. Second half I thought we were a bit better. I still think over the 90 minutes, we deserve to win the game, playing nowhere near at our best. And that sums up how good we are, how much further ahead we are than the Southampton at this moment in time. Yeah. Southampton aren't a poor Premier League team. They're mid-table-ish, not the worst team in the league. We can't take up that much away from
Liverpool 1-0, once, and the manager cried.
It did, Top of the table in November. But do you seriously think in October, if we
Did you like that one?
Do you seriously think in October, November, start the season? You're right, Chris.
No, he's got me with that one. It's one of those where you get, at school where you used to get the giggles and you're like, I shouldn't really have the giggles. And the more you think you shouldn't have them, the more you have them.
It was a good one, wasn't it?
But look, October, November, if we put in a performance like that, we don't win the game, do we? We don't win the game. We've just found that confidence now about ourselves to, see it. that even when we're not at our best, we still have that confidence to win the game. We still feel we're better than teams like Southampton. We still have people like Rodrigo trying outrageous passes like that into Bamford. One of them comes off, it leads to a goal. It's so I'm happy. I'm not going to be frustrated. If we played like this for the last 2 or 3 weeks, I'd be a bit more like, "Oh, this isn't going to last forever." But it's one game. Look at the last 2. Look at the last sort of 7 or 8 weeks. As we said, we've had one dodgy game. We've won the game. It's a positive. That's the key thing now. If we want to continue on this upward trajectory, we're going to have to win games like this. We're not going to play well 38 games a season. And that's the key thing. I think last season, parts of this season, we've had to be at our absolute best to win games. And sometimes even when we are at our best, as Chris said, against Arsenal, we don't always win. But today we found a way to do it because we've got so much quality in this team, particularly going forward.
Definitely. Another one, Chris, Pascal Struijk. Best 45 minutes in defensive midfield role. Would you agree with that? I thought he was exceptional when he came on second half.
Absolutely, mate. I thought he was brilliant second half. Really like he controlled the game, gave them
passes as well.
Yeah. Didn't give him a sniff, did he?
No.
He was stepping up. So now we've got 3 options in that position. we've gone from, man, we really need a KP replacement if he's not fit, to now we've got Robin and Pascal as well. You've got to call it as you see it, Annie. And definitely his best 45 minutes as a defensive midfielder. And I'm pleased he came on and had a good game because I was gutted for him that he wasn't starting, because as much as I understand the reasons for Coops playing, like you say, minutes for the Euros, getting fit, he's the club captain at the end of the day. Pascal hadn't done anything to deserve being dropped. So, pleased he had a good 45.
Yeah, definitely. And obviously, Phil, thoughts on Pascal, and of course, Gaetano Berardi getting his first Premier League appearance. He is officially a Premier League defender, albeit it might be for 2 games, but he's still got it on his CV.
I'm happy to give him a 10 now. We're not even on the player ratings. I'll give him a 10 and walk away. I was just buzzing to see him come on. I expected the sentiment to be there with Pablo Hernandez, and I still fully expect that to happen at the weekend. But I really didn't expect there to be any sentiment with Berardi. I thought it'd be, well, we gave you a contract.
We were saying that, weren't we? Yeah.
I didn't expect him to get a game time. So seeing him come on at half time, I mean, I think Tash put in the group at the time, you are aware he's just come on for Llorente, who I said was our best player in the first half. And she was just like, are you sure that's okay? And I'm like, don't give a fuck, it's Berardi. Let's all get on the pitch. Come on. So, just seeing Berardi on the pitch was great. Struijk, when he came on, I thought was fantastic, to be fair. Best 45 minutes he's had in that position this season. I'm still not as comfortable as Chris just was then, in that I don't think that means we don't need to recruit in that position. I still think we need to recruit in that position because at the end of the day, Struijk and Koch, they're both centre-backs. They're not natural CDMs. It's like saying, well, we've got Alioski at left-back. We don't need a left-back. Well, we do, because he's not a left-back. Pascal Struijk is a centre-half, and when Liam Cooper, who isn't fit for at least half of the season, isn't fit, he's going to play at centre-back. And when Robin Koch is going to play 9 times out of 10, he's going to play at centre-back. So
but Phil... if Cooper didn't get injured, if it was, say, Llorente and Cooper, then surely, you have Pascal to step into centre-back. You've got almost like 2 positions and 2 players there who can go into either.
Players that can play 2 positions. Like Calvin Phillips can slot in at centre-back, and that's not a problem for me because he's competent there. But I think when people slot into his position, they don't do the job to the same level that he does. And I think today's the first time we've seen Pascal Struijk do it to that level, and even still,
Pascal will be 3rd choice as well behind Koch. Phil.
For me, it's the biggest problem for the first half of our season. This season was square pegs in round holes for me, and I think there was a lot of times where Ayling got moved to centre back, and then we had a big hole at right back. Dallas had to go there. That left a hole at either left back or centre mid. I'm sick of seeing square pegs in round holes when we could easily just have this summer to recruit 3 players. And we don't have to do that next season.
Just play devil's advocate.
Sorry, just quickly. It's not same as the Alioski one for me as well, because your first choice is a natural in that position, whereas Alioski isn't a first choice. Whereas if Alioski was the second choice and we had a proper left back, then it would be different. But with Calvin actually being that's his position,
That position is the most important position of our system.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But I'm comfortable as a fan. I've seen enough from Koch to think I would rather us go get, for me, a left back, someone who could play where Rodrigo played, like where Click plays, for example, and maybe someone on the left wing, to help Jack out. That'd be my free picks, because we don't really have someone in for Harrison, I don't think.
I think the thing is, as well, is when you're looking at like CDM, is if you're going to get a CDM who's anywhere near Calvin's quality, it's going to be difficult, because if, say, for argument's sake, you went for, I don't know, name me a CDM. All right, say Romeu for Southampton. We're not going to go for Romeu for Southampton, but say someone like that. We went and said, okay, do you want to come to Leeds? He's going to look at that and think, Calvin Phillips plays for Leeds. Robin Koch can play CDM. Why would I move to Leeds? I'm not going to play. Do you not think that, Phil? Do you not think it's going to be difficult to get a backup CDM who's of enough quality to justify putting the...
I think it's going to be difficult to get... I mean, we've already had the show on CDMs, and my first choice is Boubacar Samari. I think it's going to be really hard for Leeds to get a player of that quality.
He's going to Leicester, isn't he?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's already confirmed. Yeah, they've already signed the deal and that. Yeah. He's be a Leicester player. Yeah,
that's a quality signing if that is true. Fair play to him. For me, that would have been my first choice in that position. There's a few other players that are not quite the same level for me, but along the same lines. And again, I get your point. They wouldn't want to come and sit on a bench, but I don't think for a second they're going to sit there and think, if Calvin's out, Robin Koch's playing, I won't get a game. They'll probably look at that position and go, well, if Calvin's out, that's my role.
Yeah, so but they're still looking at it and thinking, my only chance of games is Calvin Phillips getting an injury or suspension. That either way, forgetting Robin Koch a second, they're still going to look at it and think, my game time's going to be limited going to that club.
I suppose it's the same conundrum Spurs have had for years with centre forwards and getting backup for Harry Kane, isn't it? Like, why would anyone want to go there when you're playing backup? But maybe that's the kind of deal where you do it on a loan deal rather than a permanent basis, because we saw that with Nketiah, we saw that with Augustin. Like, bringing in a permanent striker for us has also been difficult over the last couple of years. And obviously we've had Rodrigo this season, and even today we saw him play not as a front man. We've seen him play like deeper. So being versatile in this Bielsa side, meaning you can play in absolutely any position, ideally would mean that there's a lot of CDMs like that can play right back, that can play left back. If you can play in either of those positions as well, you don't have to look at one person and think, I'm not going to get past him. And competition's all about it, isn't it?
Yeah. Let's curb the chat. We'll go through like prospective options and that when the end of the season comes. We've got loads of opportunity to do that. Let's have a chat about tonight. Let's chat about obviously the lineup and of course Kiko Casilla. I've seen a lot of people say he had a great performance. Some people say good. Some people say man of the match. Let's just go around the room, I think, and find out. It's probably people saying it tongue in cheek. It's probably people saying it tongue in cheek, but I've seen it. But I think
man of the match.
It's definitely worth talking about. I thought, for me, I know someone in the group chat said he was okay first half. I thought he was actually better second. I think in the first half he came out and tried to Superman one. He got himself in a dodgy situation with Walcott, that I didn't think he needed to do either. But he never fills me with confidence at all. Does anyone want to chat about Kiko?
Yeah, he made some saves. He's a keeper. That's what he's there to do. But again, from crosses, and like you say, he came charging out on Walcott at one point and ended up in no man's land.
Yeah.
So, and some of those crosses that came in where he was flapping at them and missing them, Meslier nowadays is coming out and just picking them out of the air, no fuss at all. Yeah. So, it's very easy just to be down on Kiko when we've got a clean sheet, and do you know what I mean? But he was okay, but he was no better than okay. He made some saves. None of them were worldies or out. Do you know what I mean? There were ones you'd expect him to save. I'm not sure about big saves, Michael. They were just saves.
I thought he was terrible.
Right.
To be honest, I thought he was absolutely. I genuinely
They were made to look big saves, Oscar, because of the way he's
shocking.
The one where he's gone down low to his left, I think it's from Che Adams. He could have literally just stopped that with both hands and picked it up, but he tapped it round the post.
Palms it away. Honestly, I thought it was shocking. I thought easily on another day against a City or Chelsea, anyone like that, he cost us 2 goals in the first half when he goes charging out of his box. You know, he's flapping. He's made saves, but that's his job. That's his job to make saves. You know, Melier. Melier's. I might sound like Roy Keane there, but that's his job. That's his job. You know, I'm not going to praise him for making a couple of good saves. He made a really good one off Che Adams, but when he could have cost us 2 or 3 goals tonight, I honestly thought he was poor. His distribution. He's kicking the ball over Harrison's head. Every single time the ball goes into him, he's over it and passes it into Cooper. You even saw Cooper turn around to him and say, "What's that all about?" Yeah, he's just a terrible, terrible goalkeeper for me. And he made a couple of saves, but he's got a good defence in front of him. He was too high standards, maybe. I've seen Ian Melier, and to be honest, I think the drop off from Melier to our second choice keeper, there's no bigger drop off in this whole squad from the first team to the bench than our goalkeeper situation.
I've seen a few people mention that as well, Phil, and we've seen it and we mentioned it in the first half. The amount of times the ball went out of play and Cooper turned around and gave him a look as if to say, "Come on, man, I fucking know what you're doing," you know. Yeah.
Cooper's scared to pass to him, mate. Cooper's been scared to pass to him. That derby off, and it's a fact. If you don't believe it, then you're nuts. Kiko Casilla, I know people will say it's only a goalkeeper. He doesn't make the difference, but I was smug on here last night. I said 4-0. When I saw the lineup, I said, "Fuck it, I'll take a draw." It makes a difference. It makes a difference to the defenders in front of you. It makes a difference to the midfielders, the way that you distribute the ball, the way that you actually command your area, the way that you man mark from set pieces. Everything changes based on how you have confidence in your goalkeeper. He's kept a clean sheet today, so we can't really batter him as much as I would like to. But this is his first clean sheet since.
But he kept a clean sheet because Southampton can't finish.
I think as well. I think
people are having to go at me in the comments. If Southampton could finish, they score 2 or 3 tonight from Kiko, just basically giving them chances. I don't care if he made saves. He makes saves, and then, all right, he made a fantastic save of Adams. Then 10 seconds later, a cross comes into the box, and he's there like Superman. He's there like Superman with one hand. But apparently, he was fine, as some people are saying in the chat here. He was far from fine. He's a terrible goalkeeper. Heighten your standards a little bit. Get rid of him. He's just not good enough. He's not good enough for this football club. I don't like him. He's not good enough. He's just get Caprilin. Get Caprilin for West Brom. I cannot be doing with this guy at this football club anymore. It doesn't matter what I think about him as a player. I just can't be doing with him anymore. His attitude's just diabolical. He embarrasses his football club. How many times did he embarrass this club? But there's people defending him. How do you defend this guy? He's an embarrassment to the football club. If he just dared to even apologise for what he did, then maybe. But now he just maintains. Just get him. Forget him. Not good enough.
Get him in the bin.
Honestly, I could not be doing him. I could not be doing him.
Get him. You know, I agree with Phil though. You know, because I see it sometimes. I see it in that second half. There is times, and this isn't on Kiko, but there is times where some of the players, for me, are reluctant to give it to Strauch in positions that if it was Calvin, they would give it him.
Yeah.
Genuinely. I've seen it, you know, there's a few... Harrison's missed him out there. Whereas if it was Calvin, he'd give him the ball.
Yeah.
You know? So they are aware of players' capabilities. Do you know what I mean? And in them situations, do you know what? I'm not going to give you that there. Do you know what I mean? So I agree with Phil in that respect. Just some more stats, guys, before we get the Don level members in. Patrick Bamford tonight has become only the second Leeds player to score 10 away league goals in a season with Leeds United as a newly promoted side. Second only to John Charles, the gentle giant, who did it in 56-57. Charles scored 17 away goals that season and Leeds finished 8th. So, you know, Bamford just breaking them records. Thanks to Russ, who watches us, for sending them over as well. And Leeds United haven't lost any of the last 18 league games when Gaetano Berardi has played, conceding just 5 goals with him on the pitch. So yeah,
proper player. Now that is a proper footballer. That Gaetano Berardi. But that is a proper footballer. That. But it is. Yeah. That is. No. You would honestly, you die to have someone like Berardi in your team. But not. Yeah. You know, that's a difference for me. That's a difference. I'm not saying Berardi's a fantastic footballer, but that's the mentality you want around your dressing room.
Yeah. Well, you bang on because
I agree.
Berardi. We all know what happened with the 606 and what he did. He took a stand. You know, he is. I love that man. And hopefully he gets a fitting send-off at the weekend as well. He will. Not hopefully, he will.
Phil called it right, didn't he, for Berardi the other day when he said it's cult hero. He's not the best player, but he's got that status as a cult hero for everything around the squad.
He's not even the 4th best centre-half at this club, but does that stop me loving him? Does that stop him being my favourite player? If I'm going to the shop tomorrow and getting a name on the back of my shirt, it's still Berardi. Even next season when he's gone, I'll probably still get Berardi. I love Berardi.
He's brilliant. He is. He's absolutely brilliant. Right, Oscar, you fire that link over
Check
to the
it out, guys.
members.
Half an hour in. You call it. It is available now, guys. Don level members, check out the community page. And you can join us on this chat.
One thing, Oscar, sorry, mate. I saw Russ well earlier, and you popped it up on screen, asked me about Tyler, because, yes, I have rung Tyler out at times this season. I think he deserved a goal for the performances of the last few weeks. I said that at the top of the show. He's become more consistent recently, which is everything I wanted to see from Tyler. There's no one surely out there can say that he's been a consistent, and that's the word, consistent performer for this club in the last 2-3 seasons. He's had the odd game where he's been brilliant, but he's never consistently put a run together until recently. So hats off to the lad. I'm pleased for him. Anyone who pulls that shirt on, I want him to have a good game.
Yeah.
And I'm really pleased he got his goal. Hopefully, it's a pity it's so late in the season because maybe that would have led to a few more for him. But good on him. Anyone who steps up and proves anyone wrong, fair play to him.
It just shows as well, like, cause he's done an interview after and he's saying how much it was like playing on his mind and he's just so grateful to get it. And it just shows you that's why he never laid on Rodrigo for his hat-trick, because he was like, I need this goal. I want this goal. And he tried his best to mess it up, to be honest.
Well, I think, and I was just about to say, mate, I think because he actually cocked the first effort up, and I think it was just, he had too long to think about it, and he messed himself up in his head, whereas the second one just come to him, and it was just stroke it in the corner.
Yeah. Oh, we just have three.
Three at
once. We've got a big house. Three at once.
Blimey.
3 at once. Love to see it.
It looks like Matthew's coming first, I think.
Yeah.
Are we letting Matthew in?
Yeah, let him in, bro.
Let's let him in.
Hey,
How are you, my friend? You're debut.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Good.
Good. Talk to us, man. What are your thoughts? 8th in the table, smashing it.
Yeah, top half, pretty good. I think we're great season. Hopefully we can keep going next season and go for Europe.
Yeah, man. Where you calling in from, Matthew?
Australia.
Yeah, love it. Did you go to any of the games when we were out there?
No.
Nah.
Yeah.
Did you go? Oh, you killed my question there, Matthew. I was hoping you were going to say, yeah, I should have thought of it. I should have thought you might have said no. Do you know what I mean? But talk to us about the game, mate. How was it for you, pal?
Sometimes a bit sloppy, but we kind of got together and fought and won. So we played well in the end to get the win.
Definitely. Who was your like key men, Matthew, in the game?
Cooper was really good at the back.
Love
Cooper,
that.
I think, was really good, and
Matthew knows ball. Matthew knows ball.
He does.
He gets so much stick for being like playing well, and I don't know why.
Yeah. It's mad, isn't it? Like, this is what I'm saying. We were like 15, 20 minutes in, and they got me triggered in the in the comments, you know, because people like Mega Dick here just has a go at Cooper all the time. And this is the measure, because even now Richard's fuming that we're speaking about being 8th, because he's like, we're not going to stay there, so why are you celebrating it? Do you know what I mean? It's just anger. Just calm down, Richard. It's all right, bro.
That's exactly how I imagine he sounds. Exactly how I imagine he sounds.
Cooper!
I'm gone.
Yeah. It's so true though. Like, just enjoy it while we're there. We understand we're not going to stay there. Probably, maybe we will. You know, I do, Richard. I do love Liam Cooper. Why not? Why wouldn't you? He's the person that captained this side back to the promised land, right? You know what I mean? Who's your favourite player, Matthew? While we've got you on, talk to us.
Bamford.
Bamford, yeah. Well, that's now 16 goals for the season for Bamford. Do you reckon?
That also puts him 7th in promoted players in the Premier League goals, like most goals promoted players.
Is that in history?
In Premier League history, yeah.
Oh, love that, mate. Love that. At least we've got someone on the show that knows stats. You know, that's nice. Love it, Phil. You know, we're only playing. Expecting Gore, new member in the house. We've got so many members coming in tonight. It's amazing to see. It's end of season vibes. Everyone's up and buzzing. So, Matthew, do you think, you know, Phil has put his neck on the line and said he'll finish on 16? He said it quite some weeks ago. Do you think he? I'm just playing along with you, bro. I still think you're lying, but I'll just let you have it. I'm only joking. Right? Do you think he'll score at West Brom?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if we play like we did last time against him, he could get like 4 or 5.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. He'll win the Golden Boot, mate. He's going to win the Golden Boot.
I'm telling you now, we better score against West Brom, because if he finishes on 16 goals, I'm retiring from coming on here because I can't handle Phil's level of smugness.
Matthew, what did you make to the lineup then? And Kiko Castillo, what are your thoughts?
I thought the worst. I thought we were going to maybe concede a couple of goals. The ball was going to slip through his hands.
Well, what did you reckon about his performance? How do you think it went?
He played all right. I mean, the saves weren't difficult. It's a saves a keeper should make.
Yeah. But if anything, Matthew, he makes it look harder than it should be, if that makes sense.
Yeah, there was a couple of saves where Melia would have just easily grabbed it and we would have been on the counter. But he just hit it behind for like a corner.
Definitely. And obviously on Sunday we play West Brom, last game of the season. Are you hoping that Pablo Hernandez gets his start?
Yeah, he deserves it.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely does, mate. Who was your man of the match, Matthew, before we let you go?
I'm going to go with Cooper. I think Cooper was like a brick wall at the back and no one got past him.
Good man, good man. A man after my own heart. Mega Richard, where are you? You see, there's more than one. There's more than one, brother. But Matthew, first time we've had you on. Thank you so much for coming on. Hopefully see you on Sunday after West Brom, brother.
Yeah, cheers.
Cheers, nice Matthew. Thank you very much. Great to have and it is the first time Matthew's been on, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It is.
Yeah, love to see it. Absolutely love
Cooper
to
fan
see
as
it.
well.
Pardon?
Cooper fan as well. What more? What more could you want?
What more could you want? What more could you want? Do you agree with him, boys, that Cooper was the best today?
Yeah.
Who would be your man of the matches?
Coops.
Would it be Coops? Yeah. Chris is nodding. What about Phil? Very quiet, mate. Who's your man of the match?
Sorry, mate. My internet's been going.
All right.
He's googling the Premier League record points for a League club at this moment in time.
I googled that about half an hour ago and realised I was wrong. So
do you know what? Come on, yeah. King Richard, really? Cooper had an awful first half. Is this a wind up? Is it just a wind up?
I reckon it is now. He gets so much airtime, you know.
Yeah, he does.
We really do need to just.
He loves it, does Mega Rich.
Have you never heard the sentence "ignore him and he'll go away"?
No, because sometimes it's good to have that little to and fro in it.
But he knows. It's like people talking about Casilla. They know I'll bite about Casilla. People are making comments and I'm thinking, don't say anything, Oscar. Don't say anything. But they know we're going to bite. So I just keep doing it. But
that's what it is. We love it, man. We love it. Look at him. He's trying now. Mega Richard, I'm not going to bite anymore, bro. I'm not going to bite anymore. Let's bring in our next guest, who he looks like he's having a rave, if I'm being totally honest. Maybe he's got an end of season party going.
Party.
He's got the trance tunes. It is Michael
Swaggy's having a party.
What's he doing?
I've just got a professional background.
You look like you're in the San Siro.
Or a brothel.
Roy Oscar King's background's really boring, isn't it? That's his new nickname. Roy Oscar King.
Yeah.
Please do. Sorry, I've got the Chelsea game on, right?
Right, yeah.
Timo Werner, right, has had a goal ruled off for offside and a goal ruled off for handball, both for VAR.
It's the fact it's a red light as well. When Chris said that, it's the fact it's a red light.
Keep going, Joe. Oscar needs another 30 seconds to recover, mate.
Come on then, Michael, tell us your thoughts about the game. Obviously, you disagreed with Oscar's comments on Kiko. Tell us why you had a good game, mate.
I don't mean like he's had a good game. He was like okay. He wasn't like terrible, like the worst goalkeeper ever in the Premier League. Yes, he's not going to be there next season, but he wasn't like, he didn't concede any goals, did he, in the day?
Only because the worst Premier League goalkeeper is Bailey Peacock-Farrell.
Yeah, there's that.
Yeah.
But he didn't concede any goals, so.
Would you not think that was by coincidence, though?
But
yeah,
Michael.
Good riddance in the summer. That's what I say.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because say, think about the Arsenal side with the likes of Adams, Bold, etc. I could probably have gone in goal and got a number of clean sheets. Do you know what I mean?
Really?
Yeah, no, serious, yeah.
Mate,
Have you seen Joe in that? Have you seen Joe in that, Michael?
Hey, cat. Joe the cat.
What? He covers it. But
Are you being rude to me, Michael?
I'll tell you
We'll
what,
have none of that, mate.
I'll tell you what, Michael. I know you just said about. I know you just said good riddance at the end of the season. I think you're going to be let down, mate.
Don't do this, Chris. Chris, don't do this. He's gone. Please.
Who's going to take him?
Chris.
Who's going to take him?
I think he's been put in shop window.
Maybe, but I mean, he's done note tonight to get sold. I'll say that for me.
when does his contract end?
I think he's got another 18 months, mate. I think.
Not soon enough.
Just get rid of his contract, but just get him out the door.
Pay him off.
Just bird it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just claim it never happened. Don't know what doing it.
Do you know what though, on the Kiko situation? I've just seen a pretty good tweet. Someone said the way LUFC have handled the whole Kiko situation has been nothing short of shameful. The only blot on an otherwise beautiful period for the club. We're going to have to watch him take the knee to protest against himself.
We already have.
Yeah.
We've already watched it 3 times and it's been an absolutely pitiful excuse for a human being every fucking time. And the worst part, it wasn't this game. It was, I can't even remember. I think it might have been Crawley. Made him captain. Why the fuck is he captaining
Hull it was, I think, in the league.
I don't care which game it was. I don't ever want to see him in our shirt again.
Yes, Phil. Yes.
Bad enough, man. I've tried being quiet and I've tried, like, when it gets to the player ratings, I'm just going to null and void. I don't want to give him a rating because I can't stand him.
I do. I definitely do.
Take out the reason I hate him the most, which is obviously the racism thing, which, you know, we're not meant to talk about because he denies it and, you know, you've been found guilty. You may as well just say sorry. But that aside, he's still terrible. Like, and that, on top of being terrible, makes it really hard to even want to see you in net. And then you add on top of that Ilhan Meslier is literally the best goalkeeper in the Premier League. I just don't want to see him. I'd rather see, like you said, Oscar, give Capriel a game, man. Because for the future of this football club, next season, if Casillas in net and Capriel's not, when Mellier's injured, or someone else, whoever we can buy this summer, isn't in net, what the fuck are we doing? Just get rid of him.
Let's move on from Kiko. Let's stop talking about him.
Michael, do you want to change your nomination for man of the match now?
No, I've got my nomination for man of the match.
Go on, give us your nomination, mate.
Jack Harrison, without a doubt.
Jack Harrison. Yeah. What was it that did it for you?
just working his balls off, basically.
Yeah, it's good, isn't he?
And first delivery, his delivery into the box was still good. Same as the other week, yeah.
What did you make to Cooper today?
It was okay. Amazing. Some people.
What did he do wrong? Talk to me. Tell me what he did wrong.
He didn't do anything wrong, but he just wasn't amazing.
What made him not amazing?
First half, KP was our best player.
That's fair. I could go with that.
I could go with it. I think there's someone above him, but I could go with it.
He was better than Cooper.
I thought Llorente was really good. Chris hates him. I thought Llorente was really good.
I don't understand. I thought Llorente was really good. He got caught on the ball a number of times in the first half.
I thought he was fantastic, mate. He was just charging around like David Batty, just like...
You can't give him someone. You can't say he was your best player.
That was good, though, that little run. I did like that.
Yeah, but you can't say he was our best player first half because he tore off like Berra on fucking...
I'm not going off 30 seconds, but like those defensive interceptions, like I think he's...
defensively, he was still good, but on the ball, it wasn't. It was nowhere near where the level he's been.
In the first half, on ball, the entire team was shit defensively. We only stayed in the game because of him.
Yeah, I agree, mate. I do agree with that. I don't know about stayed in the game because of him. I thought Coops. I personally thought Coops was better than Llorente today. Just saying.
I think over the 90 minutes, yeah, but in the first, Llorente was better.
Well, I'd like to think so in the second half. Otherwise, Coops had an absolute howler.
No.
Well, then, Michael, give us some more thoughts on the game, brother.
Obviously, Patrick Bamford. Nice finish, wasn't it? I really like that finish.
Do you know what I thought his touch was poor. I think he took it too far, made it more difficult for himself than it needed to be.
And as well, I think he's quicker than people think he is.
That's true.
It's a very Phil Miles finish, wouldn't you say, Michael?
Totally, yeah, definitely. Nice finish. I can think that you're an amazing finisher in front of goal.
Joe, there you go, mate. From the horse.
Just shameless, aren't you, Phil? You are just so shameless.
Okay, cool. I'm trying to think. Have you anything else you want to go through, Michael?
No. Rafinha was really quiet, and he had a few touches near the end where he, knocked past his players and had a few shots, but he was quite quiet again, wasn't
he? Yeah.
Like the other week, he wasn't that amazing, really.
What do you reckon to that, lads, about Rafinha? Do we think he's gone a little bit off the boil a bit?
I thought he was all right second half.
Yeah, I think we had our eyes lit up, didn't we, when he put that run of form together over 5-6 games where he was just unplayable. He came into the team really quickly. Give him another pre-season, mate, and I think we get a fully lit Rafinha next season. Same as Rodrigo, and I think we get fully lit. So he's not been bad, has he? He's just been a bit quieter, I guess. But as long as someone else steps up, which Jack Harrison's done the last few games, then great.
Yeah, no, that's fair. And Michael, does Pablo Hernandez play on Sunday and score?
If he's fit, yeah. Is there talk?
He might not be fit.
Is he talk about injuries? I heard about maybe no.
Right. Okay. I'm hoping he's just keeping him back, and then he's just going to release the beast on Sunday, and he's going to get a hat trick.
Do you reckon Alioski's going to stay even as backup?
I don't think so. I think he wants to go by the sounds of it.
It's good to have him around the dressing room, if nothing else.
Yeah.
I say good riddance. I could do with the peace and quiet at home, personally.
Does she like him?
Oh, mate, she never fucking shuts up about him.
Dude looks like Bridget Nielsen, man.
Mate, did you see that video this morning that went round on social media? And it's Alioski, you know where he had that shot and he went out for a throw-in the other day?
Yeah.
It was that shot, and someone had put a little goal by the corner flag, and it goes in there, and then he runs off celebrating. So she's got to work. Within 5 minutes of her getting to work, I'm tagging her in it on Facebook, and she's like,
Fucking Bridget Nielsen.
He does though, man. He looks like Bridget Nielsen, man. If he dies, he dies. He just reminds me of
But I think Bridget Nielsen's normally better on. It's probably offside less often than Alioski.
Yeah,
probably has a better left foot as well.
yeah, definitely. Great, man. Great. Thank you as always, Michael. I'll let you get back to whatever you're doing in Amsterdam now, brother. Enjoy yourself, mate.
Don't forget to post your own channel before going, though.
Oh, he won't.
No, I'm sure he won't. Yeah.
Oh, Michael.
Yes.
Don't slip into my DMs asking for advice again, pal. See you in a bit, mate. See you in a bit, Michael. Cheers, buddy.
See you later, man.
Great fun. Always a giggle, Michael. Great guy. Don't know. He's obviously gone out and bought that light, and he's bought that specifically for his appearance, man. He'll be coming with tunes on next. Right, next up we have Ben, who's not outside this time with his pooch.
Yes, Ben.
No doubt his dog's been walked, and now he's ready to talk to us. How you doing, Ben?
I'm good. You all right, lads?
Yeah, good, mate. Good. How's tricks?
Yeah, good. I really enjoyed that. I'm still. Do you know what? I'm still just kind of in like walking on air with the fact that this is Leeds. Like, this is Leeds United. Like, we're just taking on the Prem and just bossing it.
Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it, mate? 8th in the table, most away wins. You've got Melier, most clean sheets. You've got Harrison, best performing English midfielder. You've just got all these numbers. And, look, I'm not going to sit here and I think we would break records? No. Did I think we would attack the Premier League the way we have? Yes. I said that from day dot. I even said that when we were in the Championship. But I am a very positive Leeds fan. I understand that. And sometimes that can grind on people, especially when things
I'm the same as you.
Well. Yeah, but I just remain positive. So I always, thought we could get to something. But even still, it's surpassed my thoughts, because it's just been an amazing season, Ben.
It has, and I've noticed a lot of people that are friends of mine that aren't Leeds fans, but are obviously footy fans. It has gone eerily quiet as this season's gone on. Yeah. Eerily quiet. Yeah. And that speaks volumes, doesn't it?
Yeah. Should we just pick up Luke, who's clearly not a Leeds fan and wants to know? If you do your research, you will see that for goal contributions, Jack Harrison is the best performing English midfielder this season. He is second only to Bruno Fernandes, who, of course, is going to be in the team of the season, Man United's player of the season. So not bad company, Luke. So if you check that out and come back and then... Well, you don't need to come back, so I'll give you the answer, bro. I'll give you the answer.
What was it? 8? It was 8 assists, 8 goals.
Yeah, 8 assists, 8 goals, yeah. Was he involved tonight in any way?
I don't think he's up to those stats, is he?
No, he wasn't, was he? Go on, Ben.
No, I was just going to say also, you've kind of touched on this, but isn't it great that when it's a performance like tonight where the team was full of 6s and 7s, really, we can still, the fitness, I think, is what, when everyone's on a 6 or a 7 for the night, the fitness is what, I mean, 20 minutes before the end, Southampton were blowing out their arse, and we just keep running. So that kind of fills in the gaps of the fact that not everyone. There was only 1 or 2 players that I think maybe had an A performance.
Yeah, no, it was amazing. Anything else you want to add, Oscar, on what Ben's been saying?
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, I don't know if Ben would agree with this. I think it's just a positive that we don't have to be at our best to win games. I think that's a great basis for next season. look at Leicester at times this season. They've not been at the best. You know, the teams that are up there have not been at the best. I think that's the key thing. We're not going to play. I don't even think we were that bad tonight, to be honest. But we're going to play better than that most weeks. 3 out of 4 weeks we'll play a lot better than that. We'll have the odd Brighton game. But you know what? If we have to win ugly from time to time, all the points count the same. And that's the main thing. I think what I think, Ben, I don't know if you'd agree with this, there's no chance we keep a clean sheet in that game earlier in the season. Yeah, when we start so badly. I think we wilt under that kind of pressure, to be honest.
Yeah, agreed. We'd probably, to be fair, we probably would have conceded earlier in the season in that game. We probably, you know, 1 or 2 of those chances that they had in the first sort of 10, 15, you know, would have gone in, and the heads would have maybe dropped. But it's great to see the fact that it's grinding them out, isn't it? Sometimes it doesn't, and that again is another thing that people say. You know, they'll be like, oh, well, it can't always be pretty, so Leeds won't get the results. Everything that they've thrown at Leeds this season, every objection that people have said, well, okay, you've done that, but you're not going to do this. Okay, you've done that, you're not going to. We're basically not lining them up and knocking them down.
Totally. One defensive thing. Sums it up. It sums it up. You can't go on a run like that if you're not at least hard to beat as well as a team that can play good football. That's the thing. I mean, what were you saying earlier in the thing, Joe? It's that we've got the best defensive record of anyone last 10 games.
Yeah.
That sums it up. That sums it up.
Most goals scored and least goals conceded, man.
That's without being happy with our left-back situation, our number 10 situation. You know, we're doing this without a full squad. You know, imagine if we get the recruitment right in the summer, which I think we will. I honestly think we're kicking on. I genuinely am gutted this season's coming to an end. I just can't wait for the next one to begin.
Yeah.
Honestly, I've never been this excited going into a season ever next season.
Yeah. I think Orta's going to be like, you know, a dog with a bit between his teeth. He's just going to be smelling the success and be like, right, you know, let's go for what we need. You know, so has there been any further chat on Bielsa's, like, his 2 years? Was that just a rumor that came up?
I don't actually know, mate. I don't know what the situation is like, but we know he's staying, don't we? We know he's staying. He'd
never announce it. I think he's kind of, as remember reading his book, he'd never announce it mid-season. He'd always wait until, like, I'm hoping it's Monday, straight after West Brom. Honestly, he can sign it on the pitch for all I care. Just blank check, sign it on the pitch. Job done for me.
It is
Joe. Joe, you must be absolutely. You must be frothing to get back to the church.
Yeah, my ticket came today. My ticket came in the post. To be honest, I haven't had a ticket like that for a while. Cup games. But, you know, because I've got season tickets, so you got your card. But when it came today, it was a little bit exciting, I won't lie. It's going to be good. Yeah. Well, there's been pictures of Southampton fans tonight, though, like, genuinely a full family. I think there's about 5 or 6 of them all sat watching their phones. Like, that won't happen at Ellen Road. That will not happen at Ellen Road.
That was during the game as well.
I know.
Which was taken during the game. And it's like, this lot have won a ballot to be there.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, there'll be Southampton fans that'll be dying to go that won't have had the opportunity. I think for me, it's just going to be 90 minutes worth of songs, regardless of result. I just know that it'll be Pablo Hernandez. I'd sing that for the full fucking 90 if I could, you know. And
you can. There's nothing stopping
you. Yeah. To be honest, you'll probably see us on Sky just going Pablo Hernandez. So look out for us. It'll be classy. You're doing watch along and it pans and Wayman's there like that. He's there.
Class.
No, like I can't wait, man. I can't wait. It's going to be good. There's been a second ballot as well. Someone contacted me who didn't get one in the first ballot, who's got one in the second. I don't know why that is. I think some people didn't claim the tickets, to be honest, but seems a bit of a mad one. But yeah, I'm so excited, mate. And I think there's some people going to Ellen Road as well for afterwards. So it might be a bit of a party atmosphere afters. There's Phil. Look, Phil's going. I think Chris might be going. Tash and Jack probably going. Are you close?
It's not going to be quite. It's not going to say again.
Are you close? Where are you?
No, I'm in. I mean, I'm originally from Yorkshire, but I live in Kent because of my work.
Oh, wow.
But there's a really good supporters club down here, the Kent Whites in Victor Whites. So they literally they choose a game a month, and you're only 20 quid on the coach there and back if you get a ticket. It's brilliant.
It's good.
So
Tash is from Kent. Tash is from Kent.
Yeah.
She.
Yeah, you should. I go with the supporters bus. To be honest, on the weekend I'm going on the train. I just want to make it the whole. I do though, because I want to make it the whole day thing,
first class.
No, I don't.
Gonna have some bubbles.
I might stay in first class until they say, "Mate, have you got first class ticket?" Oh no, sorry.
I'm Joe Wayman, mate. I'm Joe Wayman.
Yeah.
You see, Michelle?
Do you know who I am?
Do you know who I am?
Just Joe.
Full on Harry Maguire style. Do you know who I am?
Drinking at me now. Drinking at me now, then, people mug. This is my quote. You know?
Yeah, but you see, you don't look like that now, though. Like you know that.
I know. It's what it is. Any other thoughts, comments, Ben?
No, not at all. I was going to put the cat amongst the pigeons and sort of counter Phil with some Casilla chat, but it's not. It's best saved for probably in person.
Yes, it is, Ben. Yes, I see some comments either side of the argument. I think I made some points, and I think you put a comment of going, "Joe's telling me off."
Yeah.
So let's keep our political whatever kind of views to the back. This is purely football, and we can chat about that another time. So yeah, good man, right decision. exit.
End broadcast now. It's like end it, quick.
Like Jackie Weaver. Like that. Bang.
I thought you might have a delay on Talk Sport. You know, you've got 7 seconds to be like, oh shit.
Yeah. Who was your man of the match before you go, Ben?
I would say I'm going to say Lord Bamford.
Lord Bamford. Nice.
Okay.
Yeah, because he just tirelessly ran. I know he does that every game, but there was just something extra about him tonight, and he was just I just feel like even that goal he went for, the goal he got, I just feel there's a lot of strikers that would have given up probably before they got to where he did. So, I love the guy.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you as always, Ben. Remember, guys, as well, because I know Ben sent me a message. Obviously, Don level members will be invited to a get together at some point at the end of the season as we put together a meet. You can meet and greet. I'll give you my autograph. No, I'm joking.
A signed mug.
You do it with a crayon? Do you do it with a crayon, Joe?
Yeah. No. We'll all meet up in Leeds and we'll sort something out. It's gonna be fun. So yeah, I know Ben asked about that. And to be honest, Ben, we haven't really discussed it in detail. So when we know some more details, we will get that out to our Don level members as well. So yeah, we're all looking forward to that. Thanks as always, Ben, for being here. We've got no Don level members. There was another guy who messaged.
Yeah.
He's
Where's
gone. It was Dale. He said he'd be a little on after 9 because he was at work, but we've lost him. Dale, are you about, brother? I know you're not in the thing, but let us know in the comments because I know it was your first time. We'd love to have you on, mate.
Yeah.
Unless he's left work, because he did look like he was in a work environment. Maybe next time. Maybe next time we can get Dale on. Dale Atkinson. So make sure you come on. Yeah, where's Ethan tonight? Ethan was with us as well.
Yeah, Ethan was.
Ethan dropped off. I know everyone's saying, "Where's the legend that Ethan?" Ethan, if you're watching, the people need you, man. The people need you. So don't leave us again, brother. Yeah, I think that's it then. That's enough time. Is there anything anyone wants to add?
I've got one more thing.
Yeah, Phil?
Only 5 teams have scored more goals than Leeds United in the Premier League this season. This is an actual stat that I am.
Someone go and check that, please, and verify it.
Phil, you're not allowed to give any stats now. You've got to get it verified by a moderator. That is the rule now.
I've got it on my phone as we speak. Does that count?
Is it Wikipedia, is it?
We need VAR. We need VAR for Phil's stats. I'm joking, mate. I'm joking.
Yeah,
We do, we do know.
Leicester, Liverpool, and Tottenham. We've scored more goals than Chelsea and West Ham.
Yeah,
That's quality. That's
Good
quality.
Just let me clarify, Paul. I did not say Tuchel was man of the match. All right?
I heard that.
No, you did not.
Someone's clipping that up
someone's
right
here.
now.
Someone's here. There we go. He's here. Right, Ben, we'll let you
Yes.
drop out, brother. Thank you
Right,
very much.
peace.
for coming,
Take care.
Ben.
See you
I'll be
later,
in
man.
touch regarding the night and stuff. And let's get Dale's back. Dale's back. Here we go. Dale, welcome.
How's it going?
All right, mate. You?
I had to rush back there because I heard there was a free bar going for the night out.
That is not true, members, by the way.
That is 100% not true.
Yeah, fuck. That game was, it was okay.
Yeah.
It was just average to start, and second half we always seem to do better in games. But first half was dry. Now.
It was poor, wasn't it? Really, I thought it was poor overall. I know a lot of people say, "Oh, we get better," but maybe Southampton dropped off as well. But I think just overall, I was saying it was arguably one of our worst wins of the season. Just my opinion. I think I was watching a different game to some because people disagree with me.
Yeah, they were pressing us hard for 70 minutes. They all looked like they were sprinting 100 meters, and they're all wrecked. So we took advantage of that then, obviously, with Bamford and Raf and all the other boys linking up.
Yeah. Dan Mercer just saying, how do you want to come on? Mate, I can see you're a member. If you are a Don level member, if you check the community feed on YouTube, you'll see the link there. Click the link. You'll be invited in like the lads have tonight. Sable team said they miss Ethan coming on. So do we. He was here. Yeah. Maybe he's got something he needs to do. We will have Ethan on if he does come back. But Dale, yeah. So what are you like? Obviously the performance wasn't great, but what are your main takeouts from the game, mate?
Liam Cooper is no longer League One Liam. It is Premier League Liam.
Yes. Tell them, Dale.
Yes, Dale. Yes, Dale.
He's been outstanding. I don't know why he's getting so much hate. I think he's been one of our best defenders all season when he's on the pitch. And I think Oscar said it before. When Kiko was making bad passes, he was looking around and giving him the look. And obviously he never passed him after that, but he just commands that back four, back five, even three. And he just makes us look so stronger in defence. And he's been... Obviously, you'll probably ask me, but he's my man of the match.
Oh, really?
From start to finish,
I agree.
Yeah, good.
Bamford comes second because there was a stage at the last 10 minutes. Alioski and Harrison were down the left, and Bamford wasn't running because he was just beat. He ran his legs off. Close second, but Liam Cooper, he was a solid 8.5.
I love it.
I made fetch happen.
Dale, it was started so well, man. It was started so well.
It ended so well.
Yeah, everyone's done it.
Yeah. He did do the Rodrigo.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So we can let him off, can't we? We can let him off. It's class when people come on though and interact and know what's going down. So thank you very much, Dale, for obviously supporting the channel and that. It's class.
Cheers, Dale.
Yeah. It's good. Where are you calling in from, bro?
Northern Ireland.
Whereabouts? People are asking. Is it Derry?
London, Derry, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
It's political, so I don't want to get kicked off.
Oh, right, no.
Oh, okay.
We don't need
Northern
that
Ireland is where Dale's speaking from. Northern Ireland.
Good. Who's the greatest ever Northern Irish Leeds player in your opinion then?
Well, in my time, it'd be... Well, I'm quite fucking young, so it's like Dallas, but overall, George Best. George Best.
But for Leeds,
of course,
it'd be
Dallas would be my player of the season as well.
We got Farrell now.
Who's he?
Hey.
Did you
He conceded
feel
5.
obviously at the weekend? Obviously, knowing Bailey plays for the national side, are you a bit like, I don't really want to be
when he's got that green shirt on, I'm supporting him, but I was hoping he was conceded more on Saturday.
He's the sole reason you're not going to a Euros, mate. Don't support that.
Well, sure. It is what it is.
Phil, you're not supposed to aggravate the guests.
No, he agreed with me.
Only because you said it in such an aggressive way.
Yeah, true.
It's true. The guy's awful.
I'll take that 0.5 back now. Cooper was only an 8.
yeah, do it, mate. What were your thoughts on Kiko starting, Dale?
I'm in work obviously, and I seen the lineup because I have obviously Leeds on Twitter, and I seen it, and I turned the phone off straight away.
Really?
Yeah. I think it's. I had a conversation with Dad, and he said the same as you, Joe, about maybe it's trying to bump up a price to get him to maybe move on, and hopefully that clean sheet added a couple million on them.
Million?
Yeah.
Try £10.
I'm not gonna lie, if someone come in and offered a £5 and a bag of chips for him, I'd take it.
I would pay people to take him.
And I'll take him to the airport, no dramas.
Yeah.
But no, like the first half, his first save was very good of Che Adams' header. When he tapped it over the bar, I thought that was, oh God, he's coming to take Mesley's shirt again. But obviously then as the game went on, he was slow. He was, kicking balls left, right and centre. It wasn't that great. So I don't know what happened to Mesley there, but hopefully it's for Pablo's thing. We have Mesley and net. Pablo starting him.
Bielsa's come out and said that Kiko will play the rest of the season, so he'll play on Sunday as well. Unless someone injures him in training, maybe then that might happen.
Ferrari.
Yeah, I was going to say, has anyone got Berra's number?
He did go full Clark Kent at sometimes, didn't he, and started doing that bloody punchy thing he likes to do.
It just reminded me of that awful time for Derby in the playoff semis. Yeah. He was running out to everything, when he didn't have to. He was running to everything,
The Walcott one straight away, it was like, what are you doing, man? You don't need to do that. Like, why? He knows as well, because he cut to him and he went, what I mean?
As you say, like he knows what he's doing. I just think now he knows he might be coming towards the end of his career, and he might just be like, 2 games left. Let's run a mile.
Yeah, exactly.
It's only 2 games.
Yeah. Exactly.
Good stuff. Thank you so much for coming on, Dale. Has anyone got any questions for Dale on any points or what he said?
Is Stuart Dallas the GOAT, Dale?
Yes. Easy.
I thought you might have gone for David Healy,
No, David Healy and Stuart Dallas.
I thought you might have done. Just because he's got
David Healy, but he was shite for Leeds. He
just when he scored that goal against England as well. Was it 1-0?
Yeah.
Have we lost Dale there?
He's so appalled at your suggestion that David Healy compares to Stuart Dallas.
Does anyone else wish that when a Player of the Season's announced, they also release the percentages around it? Because I think Dallas gets about 90% of the vote this season.
80 plus easy.
Yeah.
I think it breaks records. It says how comfortable.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I think Pablo might have brought... No, Ben White actually would have probably been close, wouldn't he? Ben White would have probably been close. It looks like Dale's frozen. Obviously, he's at work. He's still got the same face. You guys can't see it, but know that he's still fuming with me that I mentioned David Healy instead of Stuart Dallas. Thanks, as always, for watching. Phil, are you there?
Yeah, no, mate.
It was good. That was good.
That's good.
He's left us. But no, honestly, guys, we've had an influx of new callers tonight. That was absolutely amazing. So thank you very much. Ethan, we don't know where you're at. Hope you're well, mate. We'll see you again on Sunday. Of course, I don't know who's going to be doing what on Sunday, but it'll be all change around. But keep it locked to All Leeds TV as per. Oscar, what time are you going live with player ratings?
We're going to go live in 20 minutes, guys. We're going to go live at 10:15. 10:15, guys. So
Are the boys in? Phil, Chris, are you in?
If they want to be, you want to be in, guys?
I mean,
there we go.
Wouldn't miss it for the world.
No selling us out for a Chinese or a drink this week, no?
No, it's a bit late, isn't it?
Okay, all right. Good stuff. Thank you as always for watching, guys. It's been a pleasure. Another 3 points in the bag. I think we'll leave it there. Make sure you join the lads back here at 10:15. Yeah, 10:15 for the live player ratings. I expect 10s across the board, apart from maybe one individual. No, it's a pretty fun game, wasn't it? No. Anyway, I'll peace out. I'll stop talking now.